Happy February, everyone. I hope you are all keeping yourselves warm and safe as we go through the last hard dregs of winter. I have a few items to update about, only a few of which are from actual county board meeting proceedings. I unfortunately had to miss the last county board meeting because I was hit by a car in a crosswalk walking to work last week. I actually look a lot better than I did a few days ago, believe it or not. So I appreciate all the support I've gotten. I'm doing much better and healing quickly. I have links to all the county board meetings from February below. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and I can answer them. We did receive an update about the casino project from the chairman of the Menominee Tribe of Wisconsin. One of the steps in obtaining federal approval is establishing compliance with the National Environmental Protection Act, or NEPA. The administrative paperwork for this approval was submitted to the Bureau of Indian Affairs in November. Once the review is finalized, the public will have an opportunity to comment on the environmental assessment portion of this. Based on that determination, the Bureau of Indian Affairs will send its approval to the governor for concurrence. The governor has 1 year to approve, though they say that they're optimistic that it will not take that long. Anyone who's looking for updates in real time on the casino, I have a link in the body of the newsletter text. We also received a message I wanted to pass on from our financial director about how executive orders can affect services locally in the county. The Sheriff's Office, Human Services, and Public Works receive various grants which are federally funded. As a result, if federal assistance disbursements are paused or discontinued, many services at the county would be affected. The majority of these services are in the area of human services. Earlier in February, there was a temporary pause that was fortunately rescinded the next day. Underlying executive orders are still in effect, and agencies must be in compliance with these executive orders. As federal agencies determine what is impacted by these executive orders, federal funds that have been frozen and sites that have been locked are now accessible and funds are available. Basically, division heads, the county executive, and the financial department are all working to make sure that all the units comply with the executive orders so that we can keep our resources active and provide for all the constituents in Kenosha County. Adding a bit of perspective from my day job at the university, there is a great deal of fear and scrambling to maintain compliance with executive orders there as well. I work on many committees to make higher education more inclusive and accessible. I've watched entire multi-billion-dollar grants disappear. I've seen our committee's websites be removed from the university server until we adjust all the language to be more appropriate or fitting within the executive orders. While I don't ever want to use this newsletter for political posturing, I do think it's important that leaders speak truth to the reality. And accordingly, I want my constituents to know that I don't see any of this as a partisan political issue. The censorship of equity programs and honest tellings of American history, the erasure of LGBTQ plus people and their history, our history, and holding the resources hostage from our most vulnerable community members until they all fall in line is beyond a failure of leadership. It represents contempt for all of us. And I hope that we can speak honestly about this with each other and hold each other up in truth telling. If we don't, I don't know who we can depend on to do so. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you to all who heard about the accident and sent healing. It's really going quite well, and I'm very optimistic that I'll be back up and running very soon. I hope you all enjoy our transition into spring, and I will see you all in March.